Hey everybody, it's J-Funk here once again. This time we're taking a look at Heroic Forgeweaver Araz. This was just did the first testing of the new raid Mana Forge Omega, and this is the fourth boss in the raid. Uh, the night before they canceled the testing, so this is the fourth boss. This fight's really cool. This fight's a lot cooler, a lot different than I thought it would be upon reading the journal. It has a lot of ads, a lot of padding, very pad heavy fight. But overall really fun. It has intermission, so you see here the players get targeted by the pillar. It'll spawn some balls. The people that are targeted have these lines that are indicating where they're gonna go, where the balls are gonna travel towards. If they travel towards the pillar, if it reaches the active pillar, they explode and do a bunch of ray damage. But they're fully CCable, grippable, whatever, if you want to do it that way. I'm gonna go back here just a sec. Simultaneously, you'll see that the tank gets targeted with a mechanic that is a group soak that spawns a copy of the boss that you can kill that will mimic some of his spells. So it's a priority ad. You want to kill it. If it's within 20 yards of the boss, it makes him take reduced damage and deal more damage. Here we have our tank move out and just immunity it because there's no downside currently on the PTR for using immunities on this. So it moves out. It means this. They get too close here. You can still they get too close, and it shows the AoE of they're a little bit too close. So I'm gonna move this out. Then we're all gonna switch to it and try to kill it as soon as possible, because we don't want it to echo too many spells. And then echoing implication here is gonna spawn these circles that you need to dodge. It's kind of like Rick Reverb a little bit, where you need to dodge these circles. You don't want to get hit. Then these circles here are they pacify you if you get hit. You just need to dodge them, move out of the way. And then new balls are going to spawn here. I get targeted again, so another set of balls. Then we have another soak. So more balls are going to spawn. So you kind of want to like stack the balls so they're going to move through the boss or the ad that you're killing at the time and just cleave them down efficiently. So here we move the boss away and then move the ad in so we can cleave all the ads together. And then at 100 energy, the boss will enter its first intermission, which will activate each one of these pylons, but at that point they'll be vulnerable to damage. Normally they have a 99% reduced DR and you can't kill them, but during the intermission they lose that DR and you can kill them. In addition, there'll be other ads that'll spawn that have a giant shield and get an attack speed buff if they attack the same target over and over again, so you'd want to have tank swaps on that. And then one of the three pillars at random will get empowered at the start of the intermission, and you need to go to that one and kill it before it reaches 100 energy. Otherwise, it will pulse damage and kill the raid. So you'll see here, we're going to enter the first intermission pretty soon. About 4 or 5 more seconds. As a side note, I played Conduit here. I'm not optimizing damage necessarily because I'm raid leading as well during this, so... But he knocks back here, big knockback, big damage. One of these pylons will get empowered. You can see here, it's this one because it has a purple circle around it. It's how you can identify which one it is. So I ping that one, tell we kill that one, and we all switch to that one. And then there'll be some chronomatic anomaly ads kind of spawning here pretty soon. I see this one's the next one. We go to that one, we kill that one next. Here come the shielded attendants. These guys just need to be picked up by tanks, and then we can kill them, leave them down. So it's kind of like, this is like a race to kill these ads fast enough. But then after this, after all 3 pylons are killed, the boss gets a damage phone. So you're going to want to do some abacus stuff of like calculating what cooldowns or what cooldowns you can't use and kill this stuff in time. Because you don't want to wipe to this mechanic and then not have damage for the damage phone and vice versa. So it's you know, pretty important to kill these. So we're going to kill these. Then we're gonna drag these ads onto the boss. He's gonna get stunned and take more damage for a bit. I'm gonna pop all my CDs here and get my juicy cleave going on here. And once the ads are dead, you re-enter the previous phase until he reaches 100 energy again, and then the second intermission happens. The second intermission is we kind of beat it because we beat the DPS check. We skipped the second intermission. We got right to the last phase. The second intermission is the same thing. But then the last phase is a little bit different. There's no more pillars, and instead the boss will blow up where the council, you see the council on the right here, it'll blow up this thing, and then it'll spawn like a void zone or whatever, or a black hole that is sucking you towards it the whole time. and you need to kill the boss. It's a DPS race at that point, because the suck will slowly increase over time, and eventually you'll die to it. But we ended up killing the boss way before that. It wasn't really a problem. Maybe on Mythic it'll change, but on Heroic, this boss seemed pretty cool, but a little bit undertuned I think we're scaled to like 675-ish, 678 maybe. So we're about like pre-turbo boost Mythic Eye level. So we soak this one. The soak does a lot of damage and applies a healing absorb to people who soak, in addition to spawning the ad as well. So then we get some cleave action going on here. Once again, I think we pushed the boss at a certain percentage. A lot of these bosses that we tested had either health percentage or it took a certain amount of time before they would push. So we get the boss to, I'm not sure when it pushes. Move out, stack the ads up. Then we get another set of ads. And those are going to go to that pylon, and then we just stack all these together with the boss and cleave. It's an Arcane Mage's dream fight, man. Just all this cleave. All this funnel. Funnel. I think it's 25% where the boss phase automatically and skip the intermission. Because normally there's supposed to be a second intermission, but we get to 25% here. And then instead of doing the intermission, he just did the Dark Terminus and entered the last phase instead. You see, like, these pylons are supposed to be dead because from the intermission, but then they're still up and take no damage. But they also don't do anything in this phase if you push early, I guess. So there's that benefit. So we're just getting sucked constantly. This is the soften rage from 25 to 0, just constantly trying to outrun the push. He still does the other mechanics here. He's still going to spawn balls. The arcane manifestations turn into void manifestations, which, from what I understand, is just like a flavor thing. They're like the same thing. They also just die, so it's a little bit of cleave. Overall, super happy with this fight. I think it's awesome, pretty fun, a lot different than I thought it was going to be. And this is definitely like the pad heavy fight of the tier for sure, at least so far of the 4 bosses that we tested. But that'll do it for me, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.